Hello everyone and welcome back to my tutorial, and today we will speak about the graphics in Revit. So this tutorial will be more concentrate on the graphics, as you can see now on your screen. A lot of the students who watching my channel, this is a lesson especially for you guys. Most of you creating your design, you are using the hand-drawn drawings like this one, or you're using some collage thing, like mixing the real texture with some hand-draw things or even 3D, or you are using everything like clip art, some hand-draw things, 3D, as you can see. But anyway, you are trying to get some nice interesting design. And of course, your first question, how you can get this level in Revit. Actually, you can do it really easy, and I'll show you. This is the thing I did like in 5 minutes, maybe 6, and I'll show you how you can get this level, and there's some more techniques about the lines, about the hidden lines and everything we will see in this lesson. So I don't want to spend time, let's start. First I will create the blank project, like I want to start with you guys from the scratch thing. So let's start from some scratch, and even I don't use my template, I'm using here the architecture one. So let's start. Here we are, and let's create some part of the road as I did before. It doesn't matter which one, you can create your own. So as you know, our road will be like 2 meter and something. It's not matter now, I just showing you techniques. So this will be our pedestrian road. Let's create some bumps. We will use again the floor. As you see, I'm using the same floor. You can use any floor what you want. So and I'll create something like that, maybe like this. Let's create something interesting, and I will use, for example, now fillet. Use fillet as often as you can, actually, because in our life nothing is sharp. It's really, if you will see around you, it's nothing sharp. Everything have the same fillet. I mean the radius. So let's make it 700 here, and I think it will be much enough, right? So let's make like this. Let's say okay. I will mirror it. Sorry, this is my mistake. Let's mirror it correct like this, and let's make it a bit bigger. Maybe like this. Okay, I will not use. No, I will use a line. We are right, guys, we will use the line. Okay, now I want to connect that one and that part. So why I need that? Actually, I will delete that one. You can follow me, you can just watch what I will do, because this lesson more about the graphic things. Now I'm creating just the area for you. So yes, you able to download the previous thing what I showed you before, and this project you can download it too. Just check the link below. So I'm just creating the form now, so I will delete this one thing, and here the 700, let's leave it the 700. Yes, this is what I want. So it looks okay now. It looks what I want. I will delete these things. Okay, nice, right? So what I'm gonna do next? Next, I will create, for example, this. For this part, I will create something else. Like, let's leave like generic, and we will make like 150 above. And here I will do like offset, or also the 150 like this. Why not? And I will leave there like as it is. So because after that we will actually use the 3D scope box. What's going on? Because I'm using the offset, I want to say 0. Why it's not saying the 0? Okay, now everything okay. And let's do like this. As I said, nothing in our life sharp. So let's make, you know, devil in detail, so be careful with detail. This detail you think it's okay, no one will see that. Actually you will see. Just believe me, guys. And here we will make like 50. This is my mistake. Radius and like this. So and let's say okay. Now I will just copy it like this. Okay. So and let's create the last part here. You will understand why I'm creating everything on the floor, because actually I can control it. Let's do one tricky thing also. We will do, where's my middle? Let's find the middle. Middle is here. 900. Like this. Now I'm using the split. Let's use the fillet. Let's use the fillet 2 meter. No, where is my one more 0? 2 meter. Okay, awesome. And now I will use this like 700 only. Okay. Let's select everything again and mirror it like this. Again, I will use the TR, like trim, and I will say okay. Now we will go to here, edit boundary, and let's just follow this boundary. It's cool, right? As I said, guys, everything in detail. Okay, one more time, and I think we will get. Okay, now let's go to 3D and let's check what we have. Nothing actually, right? So, but anyway, we get some shape already. And as you see, this is our path road. Here there's something else. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, what I'm gonna do now? Now I will make this one. It's like minus 50. Because our ground level should be our ground floor, not ground floor, our ground should be a bit less than our path, because if the rain will come, everything, I mean the dirt and the mat will go under our path road. We don't need that. So what the next I will create now? Next we will go to the component. We will go to the model in place. Let's say we will use generic model. Let's say okay, and let's go to create and we will find the sweep. Let's pick the 3D sweep, and I will go to this line. You can see this line here. So let's select this line, and just on and on till the end. Be careful. Like this, and like this. And let's say okay. Now let's go to the profile. Let's go to the front view. Now we can see exactly what's going on here, and let's draw our boundary. Something like that. Let's say okay. Again, now we are in 3D, and let's say okay again. So we get thing like this. You now can say like, oh man, where is our ground? Hold on, we will create our ground. So let's say okay again. We finish this part, but we can actually just create the same thing for this part too. But first I will show you about the ground. Of course you can create the ground by topo surface, but sometimes it's not much control what you want. I will use actually my floor, and I'll create so I will just add some points, 2 points here. Let's modify the sub elements. I will select everything, and I'll say this height like will be 1 meter. Let's say okay. Sorry, was my mistake. Everything 1 meter, and enter. and you will get something like this. So this is wrong, so we should modify our floor. Let's go edit and type, let's duplicate it, and let's say this is grass, ground, up to you. Let's say ground. Okay, so we need just change only one thing, this one, variable. Let's say this is variable, and let's say okay, and ta-ta, really, this is cool. So let's change the some points. I will change these 2 points to the maybe 500 only. Oh, enter. So like this, and we will change these all the points to the 50 millimeters, like this. So as I said, you can control it, right? Now it's a bit higher than was before, right? So okay, let's leave it like that. This is pretty cool. This is what I want. But before we will switch to the other part, you can see here the lines. I really don't like these lines. We don't need so much lines like we have here. Just go to the line work, you can find it under modify, and find here the invisible lines, and just hide it. For example, I don't need these lines, maybe that one. I need only some of the lines, and maybe not even like this. Maybe I want thin lines like this, and let's put it some here. Okay, this is more cool because it's now more clear graphic, right? So you can change all lines by this way. But guys, we don't have the road. We should have the road. Let's go to the first level. Let's go again to the floor, and let's create a road. Let's do like this. Let's continue. One more line, like 4 meters enough for one way. And let's say okay. Let's go to 3D. Here is our road, but our road will be like -100. So yes, this is what I want. So let's switch our graphic mode to the shaded one. Now we can see everything in one color. Of course, we can change first the grass color. We can go to the edit type, edit, and we can change here the color. For example, I have this here, the some green color. This one, this is transparency. Let's change to this one. Let's say okay, and here we are. And let's just use the command MA. So MA, you will find here the match type properties, and just click here, here, and here. So here is our grass, right? So let's change this color. You can change again, you can go to the material and change material, or you have the other way, because here now we're speaking about the graphics. You have the other way. Just select your object, right click, override graphics by element if you want to change only element. And here just, for example, I will use the solid because I want the solid color, and I will change the color. For example, for that one I want something like gray, and I'll say okay. So I changed my graphic here. Only here. I didn't change material. Material is still same. So, and by this way I can change all the materials. You can see now I'm using the command MA. This is copying parameters from that object to that, and it's nothing because I change only the graphics for this object only in this view. Let's go again, and we will change here too, like this. So, but you have the other way to change the graphic. This is called visible graphics, or we should use the double VV like this, and you will go to the visibility graphics. And here under, for example, we are now using the floor. We will find the floor here. Our floor is here. You can see. We able to change also everything what we want. For example, here under the project surface, we can find the patterns. Let's change it. And as you can see, this is same thing like override graphics we had before. Let's change it to, for example, maybe for this color. Why not? Let's say OK. Now you can see we change the color here. Let's say OK again, and we change everything because this is global parameter. Let's go back, and I will change by override graphics. Why not? Override graphics, and let's change the material for that one and fill the parameter. So nice. This is what about the material and the graphic, how you can change immediately or only for the some 3D view, because you can see this is my 3D view. I will now duplicate this 3D view and I will create the new one. I will delete this one. I want to create the new one. So let's create the new one. As you can see, nothing changed. Let's go to the shaded, and you can see that we kept color of our material. But if I will go to here, it's changed. So you can make the variable things. Let's talk about the lines. I think lines is pretty interesting thing. So if I will go to the under modify, you will find here the line work. As I said, line working something like override graphics. So if I will use the line work and I will, for example, use here the wide line, here you can see my line now it's a bit bigger. Just make sure your thin lines is off. If I will use that one, all the lines will be same. Just make sure it's off, because when you will print it, your lines will be like you see now without this function. So also you can change all the lines again under visibility graphics. If you will go to the visibility graphics, you will find your floor here, under the lines you can find it here. So and we can change it, for example, even the red, why not? And we can make, for example, some dash dot, why not? And like 16, wait, it's a really big one. And we will get some strange things, right? So you're able to change every ways. So let's go back and we will use the, for example, again the thin lines here, why not? And we able to change or create the new lines, where we will go to the manage, we will go to the additional settings, and here the line styles. Underline styles, underline, I mean, if you will open, you will find, for example, here the our thin line, and you can see this is less thickness than we can have. It's only one. It means like lowest one. And we can see this is black, we can see this is solid. We can create, for example, the new one. We can call, like, for example, test line, why not? Under subcategory the line, right? So here our test, and let's create like 10. No, 10 is too much. Let's create the 8, right? I will show you why. For example, you like the company, architecture company big, and you know they like so much creating the graphics like this, right? And you want to do the same thing. So just try make the same thing like they doing. So I'm not accurate now, but anyway, we are trying to make like a big. We are student, we are okay with that. So, and let's change the graphic like they doing like hidden line. So that's really cool, right? So let's change to isometric. So you're able to change everything like this. As I said, if I will go to the back in my 3D view, here nothing changed because I didn't use the global parameter for my lines. If I will use the global parameter here, it will be changed everywhere. Again, not everywhere, but who know how this working, guys, I'm sorry. For the new users, I will say this is changed everywhere because they not will understand about the filters, about the view templates. Don't hate me for that. Better if they will think like it will be changed everywhere. Okay, I think this is pretty it for today. I give to you so much information. All the links for these models you will find, even with bus and bus stop, you will find under this this video. Just go under this video and check there for free to download it. And don't forget, guys, if you want to support me, go to my Patreon. You can pay only $1 and you will support me to create these videos for you guys for free. or you can go to the Gumroad and buy some already completed project and do whatever you want with this project. So again, thank you and see you soon. And that's it from today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my social media, leave some comments for this video and give some like, and see you next time.